So if you guys are like old school comedy fans, if you were fans of Joe Rogan at any point back in the day before he became the right-wing chud that he is now, you might have heard about the Carlos Mencia incident that happened at the Comedy Store. This was essentially Carlos Mencia was known for stealing a lot of jokes back in his heyday when he had that show Mind of Mencia on Comedy Central and all that. And around the time when Joe Rogan was coming up as a comedian, Fear Factor days, early podcast days, he called out Carlos Mencia about it at the Comedy Store. Kind of blew up, led to Rogan getting banned from the Comedy Store for a long while and all this shit. But Bobby Lee was like an opener for Carlos Mencia around that time, right? Bobby wasn't this big, well-known comedian really either at that time. They're coming up. He's on Mad TV. He's not a nobody, right? But him and Carlos Mencia had a relationship, and then it went sour when like videos came out about Bobby talking about Carlos stealing jokes, and then the Rogan thing happened, and all just turned into this big shitstorm, right? Shannon, in typical Shannon fashion, brings all that up and starts questioning Bobby about it, right? But before we get to that, I want you to understand the types of fucking shit that Shannon has to deal with a guy like Bobby.
Look at his outfit. First off, he's old.
Yeah, Bobby is old as shit, and he's dressed like a fucking 23-year-old kid, which is fucking crazy bad enough right there. I do not like this. I do not like this. And that fart sound effect was a premonition of sorts. Watch this. Bobby starts talking to Shannon about some serious shit, and look what he does in the middle of a conversation.
Make my case.
Yes,
Judge,
ahead.
please. All right. So,
Judge Sharp.
I had such an abusive home growing up, right? My dad was an alcoholic.
Yes.
Right? And there was a lot of like violence in my house,
Okay.
right? And my mother was also a victim of my dad's violence,
Yes.
right? And so I'm sorry for bringing, I have to, and so.
But tell the story.
So I started drinking.
You hear Shannon, tell a story, man. Just go. Just tell the story. He don't want to put up with. He's been dealing with this. We're 2 hours into this time code. Shannon's been dealing with this guy for 2 hours, doing a little bit of that and a little bit of what we're going to see right now. Watch this.
I had to fart.
Oh.
Did you hear that? Jesus fucking Christ. And then look at Andrew Santino's face right here.
Well, they're sitting so close together.
Andrew's like, why did I even do this to? Well, I should have just came by myself. I should have just done the interview by myself.
Why are they sitting on top of each other?
Because this is it, man. This is their relationship. They're gay for each other.
Like, they are so close.
I strongly believe this. Okay? They are very, very close. And it was like, this is not a one-off thing, ladies and gentlemen. This little arm around him, this little Bobby Lee tucked into his little nethers like this, all nice and close, right in the nook. Is that what you would call that? A nook? And then somewhere else they call it a cranny, right? Bobby all in goddamn Andrew's shit. Practically farted on his lap.
That was more than a fart.
Practically shit on Andrew Santino's goddamn lap. And Andrew sees it coming. Andrew goes, Bobby is not going to be able to hold this serious thought for very long. You can see it in Andrew's face. He goes, something's coming. Something's a-coming.
Yes.
Right? And so I'm sorry for bringing, I have to, and so.
But tell the story.
So I started drinking at the fart.
Hold up. We have to listen to this. I'm sorry I'm pausing it right at the fart, but I need to turn this up for you guys in case you can't hear it that well at home. This is disgusting. I'm sorry, Ashley. It has to be done for the people.
Okay.
Now, did you hear that? It sounded
It's like juicy.
it was crazy. It was like,
I mean, just look at how much couch there is.
it almost sounded like an animal dying. Bobby poops on Andrew D. They're saying Bobby poops on Andrew D over here. Dude, and they're saying in the chat it probably smells like kimchi. Eee, I don't like that. Now look at the way Bobby looks after this. I don't like this like scared, what are you, a scared little boy now all of a sudden? Okay, so you're going to come to my goddamn studio thing that I have set up, which it's not a studio. They're actually just in some bourbon shop, right? So you're going to come to my bourbon shop, shit all over my goddamn couch, and then what? act like a scared child. Why? Because you know I'm primed to beat your ass right now? Shannon's like, we got to cut that out. Listen to Shannon. Look at Shannon.
Whose couches are these?
We definitely gonna have to cut this out.
Why?
Go ahead.
Why?
Whose couches?
Why
Are
cut
these-
that out?
Is this bourbon place's couches?
Yes.
Pay them.
I apologize.
Buy
I'll
these.
pay for this little
Buy this
cushion
couch.
part.
Yeah,
I'll buy it for the
cushion. Buy them a
cushion
new
part.
couch.
So now Shannon has to sit there and explain to the bourbon place why there's a giant fucking ass shit stain in the middle of their goddamn nice leather couches, right? So this is the kind of shit Shannon's been dealing with. So by the time Bobby starts talking about something serious, Shannon's like, okay, now I really am just going to try to pry the juices out. He's been shitting and interrupting the conversation and acting weird the whole goddamn time. So he starts fucking asking him about the Carlos Mencia story. Listen to this.
So, comics didn't like him because of his behavior, right?
Yeah.
Especially Joe Rogan.
Yes.
Right? I was friends with Joe as well.
Yes.
Right? So
The
Joe
Joe Rogan
asked me,
experience.
right? He had a cameraman, which I didn't see. And he was filming me. I didn't see the camera. And Joe asked me, does Mencia steal jokes? And I made a joke of it, but I kind of admitted that he did. But then I turned, I saw that was being taped. They put that shit out on the internet.
Now, this is a very important thing to remember here. So now he's saying that he's going to like some back alley at the Comedy Store. He runs into a comic, or he runs into Joe or something. Joe starts asking him about Mencia stealing the jokes. He says that Joe had a cameraman there, but Bobby did not see the cameraman, right? And then Bobby starts saying, yeah, he steals jokes, and started making jokes about it. And then he turns around and is like, oh shit, there's a cameraman here, right? This is the way Bobby's explaining it. And then he says that the video went out on the internet and he got roasted for it online.
And Joe asked me, does Mencia steal jokes? And I made a joke of it, but I kind of admitted that he did. But then I turned, I saw that was being taped. They put that shit out on the internet. Wow. And I started getting roasted on the internet, right?
Because Mencia was taking you out on the road, he gave you an opportunity.
Yeah.
And here you are, it's looking at like you turn your back on.
I turned my back on him. And
So I turned my back on him, right? And then right after this time code, he says that Mind of Mencia, Carlos's show, and Mad TV, the show that Bobby was on, were on the same lot in the studio that they were being filmed in, right? So there was a chance that Carlos would have ran into him after seeing him get caught, quote unquote, online, right? He said that Carlos Mencia's family came to his trailer, knocked on his trailer, and was like, you need to do a rebuttal video saying that Carlos doesn't steal jokes. So they, like a hostage, they put Bobby up on a camera outside of his trailer and made Bobby sit there and go, I swear Carlos Mencia doesn't steal jokes. I don't know what I was talking about. I was high. On drugs. I'm Bobby Lee, right? So fucking...
Did this really happen?
All this actually happened. And then that video, they put that out, right? And Bobby got shit on even more when that was going on, right? But what I want you guys to hold on to is the story about him saying that he did not know that the cameraman was there, right? But before we jump out of this time code, or this little Club Shay Shay moment right here, I gotta share this last time code with you guys, right? So now Bobby's been farting his ass off. He's been telling stories about old shit, right? That Shay is dredging up, right? Hoping to get something juicy out of him. And Andrew's probably fed up right now. We're about 2 hours and 39 minutes in, right? And Bobby's going to start getting awful close to Mr. Santino right now.
They're close enough now.
They're close enough. You thought that they couldn't get any closer, right? You thought wrong, okay?
We had Monique on.
No, who you
Marlon Wayans was unbelievable. Steve Harvey was
Were
great.
we good?
Yeah.
Were we good?
You,
We were
Bobby
great.
gets
this guy
up.
right here.
yeah. You don't think I was good?
I don't know about you, man.
All right, so tell me what.
So now Bobby, he turned around to talk to the other guy, right? That was like behind where the cameras were, behind where they're sitting at the couch. So he had to kind of turn around like that to be able to face the guy, right? That moment is past. And that moment will stay past. And Bobby will not move from his position. This position right here, Bobby will not move back. I'm telling you, he stays that way. Watch this move that he does right here. The audacity on this Asian.
Were we good?
Yeah.
Were we good?
You're great.
Look at
were
him.
great.
Boom.
This guy right here.
Ass.
You don't think I was good?
I don't know about you, man.
All right, so tell me, wait. Who do you want? Who's your big fish? Who's the one you want? We can help get.
So now Bobby's just sitting
up.
there like fucking Liberace over here, just body half contorted. One half is over facing the other room. This half is facing Shannon. His ass is practically on Andrew Santino's kneecap, right? And he has his finger up like this. He's doing this little gay little thing right here. I don't like it. Andrew looking like he kind of like it. Before he was looking like he didn't like it. Now Andrew kind of is looking like he's about to bust a fat one. He's kind of like, oh. Okay.
Wait. Who do you want? Who's your big fish? Who's the one you want? We can help get.
Oh,
can we
man.
help?
You know the big fish is.
Who?
Bill Burr?
Chappelle?
Have you Bill Burr?
Chappelle.
Bill Burr.
I'd love to get Bill Burr.
We'll get
we
Bill Burr.
tried to get him on.
Now Bobby's taking a nice little sip of his water, ass still fucking out like that. Even has his fucking back all arched and shit like that, right? Very weird position. If you know you're not going to talk to the other guy that's off camera, just turn yourself back
If
around.
I was Andrew, I'd be like, dude, you're too close to me. Sit normal. I'd be telling him stuff all the time.
Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Why don't you give this little clip a watch, Miss Ashley? Check out this right here.
But he didn't, he's like, we weren't doing anything.
Wait, Chappelle?
Yes.
Have you talked to him?
We tried.
Get your ass off him.
That's
Move. Now, in case you guys missed it, Andrew just hit him with the move your ass off him. He even hit his leg out a little bit like a little kid. He goes, "Get the fuck at it. What are you doing?" Still hasn't even hit Bobby yet. Bobby's nervous system is like a couple milliseconds behind. So Andrew just got done punching Bobby in the ribs, and Bobby still hasn't reacted to it yet. Now watch this.
That's CJ. CJ's reached
He
out.
jumps right off. He jumps right off of him so fast. He jumps off of that motherfucker so fast. Watch this move right here.
He's like, we weren't doing anything.
Wait, Chappelle?
Yes.
Have you talked to him?
We tried.
Get your ass off
That's
him.
that's CJ. That's CJ. CJ's
Jumps
reached
right
out.
off.
I've reached out through.
I'm sorry. He goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Andrew. You're still gonna be my friend, right? Oh my God."
Probably because Andrew's telling him all the time, you are too fucking close to me.
Oh, it probably happens so much. Andrew probably sat like this thinking like, oh, you're going to get like a model to sit right here or something, right? And then Bobby just was like, nope.
He just
Scooched over and got in the way.
As it went on, he got
Look at
closer and
that.
closer during the whole podcast.
Dude, isn't it lovely? Let's give it up for fucking Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino on Club Shay Shay. Now, there were some other people listening to that podcast, obviously. Club Shay Shay is a very, very popular show. One of the people who was listening to that episode was Mr. Redban himself. Mr. Redban from the Kill Tony Experience. You guys know the Kill Tony Experience?
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh, shit. Wrong soundbite. My bad. But yeah, Mr. Redban heard that story about the cameraman and Joe Rogan. Don't get too ahead of yourself, Miss Ashley. I will scroll down. So Joe and Redban, he hears the story that Bobby just got done talking about. How he saw Joe in the behind the Comedy Store, didn't know there was a camera there. Joe's asking him questions. He's kind of giving the insinuation that Joe's baiting him, kind of, right? Because there's a cameraman in the corner hiding out like it's a fucking rape porn, right? He's got a cameraman just sitting there in the dark, hoping that Bobby says something stupid, right? That's the impression that Bobby's giving, right? Redban sees this, and these are the things that he has to say about this. Wait until you guys see this. Redban he comments underneath a tweet about that clip. He says, "That cameraman was me. That's bullshit, and you know it, Bobby. Want me to find the raw tape of you walking up to us while I was filming Joe?" So now Bobby is sitting there making it seem like he got fucking impractical jokered, right? Like he got punked. He didn't even know the cameras were there until it was too late. Now, Red Band goes, I was the one filming Joe. Now, this is when Joe, like, very first started podcasting and shit. And I don't know if you guys may or may not know. I'm sure you do. It's not very hidden information out there. Red Band was, like, Joe's first producer. Red Band practically started the Joe Rogan Experience. So that was the guy that was always filming with Joe around that time. So right there, Red Band's calling him out and goes, I was the one filming. If you want, I'll go find the goddamn tape. Right underneath it, Red Band supplies us with the goddamn tape. Let's give it up for Red Band himself from the Kill Tony Experience. The comment that he left, he said, I didn't. So I know, all right? Look at Rogan. That's a jump scare. You saw a backwards hat Joe Rogan is crazy to see. A backwards hat Joe Rogan is diabolical, dude. And there's actually hair under there, believe it or not. Yeah. Yeah, you never thought you'd see it. Go watch an old episode of Fear Factor. It'll knock your socks off. You'd be like, whoa. You know? Holy shit. So Red Band comments this. He goes, I didn't even have to go back in my own archives to find the raw tape. I just found it on YouTube. I searched for it. It took me 2 seconds to find it. Now, this is a clip. Let's see. I haven't watched this yet. Does Bobby walk up on them, or are they sneaking up on Bobby? Let's find out.
Doing Bobby Lee.
Oh!
Bobby Lee's his friend.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
That's Ned Holness.
Oh, Ned. I know Ned.
Okay, so now you guys saw that camera that was in the middle of goddamn Joe Rogan's whole ass face, right? This is back in the day, dude. These cameras were like the size of bazookas. You know, this guy might as well have been holding an actual cartoon bazooka on his shoulder. So there's no way that you're going to miss the fact that he's filming. It's not meta glasses. You know what I mean? So I'm calling bullshit as well. I agree with Mr. Red Band.
Doing Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee's his friend.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
That's Ned Holness.
Oh, Ned. I know Ned Holness. Yeah, he's really good. Hey, does all that stuff.
That's good.
Hey.
Now, Ned is Carlos Mencia's real name.
Oh.
So that's why they're saying Ned, and he's going, hey, he's doing a Carlos Mencia impression right now. So he's making fun of him. Now he's going to ask him about stealing of the jokes. I presume. I haven't seen this.
All that stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, Ned.
Do a couple minutes of his material.
Well, I'll just do some of my material and then it'll
Oh, okay. I'll just do some of my material and it'll be the same as his material because he's stealing my material. Red bar. All right. That's crazy right there, mister. That's also a very backhanded way to say that. Oh, well, I don't have to do his material. I'll just do my own material. That's a very backhanded way to bring out that accusation. Am I right?
Yeah.
Or am I right? You know, very fucked up. And there's still 30 seconds left in this video. What else kind of shit is Bobby going to talk here while a camera is in his face 100% knowingly, not by surprise at all?
it'll be the same. You know, so I'll just talk about myself.
What has he ever stolen from you?
I used to this bit about how I was so small that my dad would have to get on my shoulders to get on a ride at Disneyland. Right. Then he did a bit, literally, but I can't.
You saw that? Bobby he goes, hold on. Let me make sure Carlos isn't here right now. You see this? This is a sneaky man. And you're going to go on. The funny thing about Red Band's comments and shit is he was right. Why would you go on a show like that and lie when you could so easily...
Nobody can lie about shit now. Everything is recorded.
I mean, especially if you're famous like this. You've been recorded for the past 25 years, right, of your life. Do not even think about lying about any of this shit.
But, you know, now here's the thing.
Go ahead. Hit me with Bobby's old and he might have remembered it wrong.
That's it.
Don't give me that bullshit, okay? I'm not falling for that. Bobby's Asian.
People believe their own lies.
Asians are like elephants. They do not forget nothing, all right? And Bobby's practically a woman, and women don't forget anything either.
They can twist it around and change it.
That's what I think is happening.
And now he believes his twisted around story because he's told it that way so many times.
You want to know why I believe that Bobby why Bobby remembered this 100% right and lied about it? You want to know why I don't believe that he remembered it wrong? Because Red Band said so, and I am a fan of Red Band, okay? That's why. Okay? Red Band does not get enough W's. Okay, Red Band does not get enough W's. Let's hear out the last little bits of this video of Bobby Lee being a two-faced bitch.
Rise at Disneyland. Right. Then he did a bid, literally, but this is, I can't do it. But is this, where is this going?
Who cares? What the fuck? It's reality.
Anyway, it's good to see you. Don't be a fucking
This is the reason why comedians get away with stealing. Because comedians like you are afraid of confrontation.
God damn, okay, Rogan having an experience right there.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Now I know why they call it the Joe Rogan Experience. Joe just had a whole ass experience right there. He goes, this is why Carlos was getting away with it. Because of pussies like you. They're pointing out in the chat, I didn't even think about this. There was a camera filming a camera. It's like Inception right now. Joe has like 19 cameramen filming each other right now, all in a line. It's like a camera gangbang. They're all waiting for their chance to film Joe Rogan. They're all waiting in a line to have 30 seconds to film Joe Rogan. Very funny. I can't believe Bobby lied like that, according to Red Band, which I totally believe. 100%. Why would I not believe Red Band?
Well, I mean, it's still a lie.
I'm just saying, is Red Band is the man. And Red Band and the man rhyme. And yes. So anyway, moving on to our next jamoke in this week's Finger on the Pulse segment.